Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're exploring some really insightful reflections.
That's right. They're from excerpts called Honoring the Unseen Foundations of Success.
And specifically, there's this one piece, Honoring the Roots, Valuing the Unseen Foundations of Success.
And the context is interesting too, right? With the
Yeah.
hashtags.
Yeah, exactly. We see things like hashtag RupeshDilSe, hashtag corporate life, hashtag life experience, hashtag life lessons.
So RupeshDilSe, that's Rupesh from the heart. It signals these are, personal thoughts from Rupesh Jain.
Pulled from his own journey, it seems. Real experiences.
Life and work, yeah. So our mission, I guess, is to really get into the core message here.
What's the main idea he's trying to get across?
Well, what jumps out right away is this central metaphor he uses. It's quite strong.
Oh, the tree analogy.
Exactly, the tree.
He talks about how we're all drawn to the obvious parts, fruit, flower, leaves, and the tree itself.
The visible success, what you can easily see and admire.
But then it really stresses not forgetting the importance of the roots.
That's the key phrase. Don't forget the roots.
And it's an image we instinctively get, right?
Yeah.
You see the blossom, you pick the fruit, you admire the big, strong tree.
We celebrate the results, but the source makes it really clear what those roots stand for in, like, a corporate or life context.
Okay, so what does it suggest they represent?
Essentially, all the crucial, often hidden efforts, the stuff happening below the surface that supports everything else.
So the people working behind the scenes.
Yeah.
The foundational work.
Precisely. The people, the processes, the support systems, they're not always the ones getting the awards or the public praise, not the fruit.
But they're vital.
Absolutely indispensable, according to the source. Think about the quiet contributors, the people maintaining things, the infrastructure.
So identifying the roots as that unseen effort is one thing. But then it makes another really interesting link.
To culture.
Yes. It explicitly says that valuing these unseen efforts is key to having a strong culture.
And that's a big connection. It's not just saying these efforts matter, it's saying they are foundational to the health of the whole system.
Right, the overall environment.
Yeah, this is where it gets quite profound, I think. The source implies a robust, sustainable culture isn't just about, celebrating the stars.
Where the big flashy wins.
No, it's built on really acknowledging and valuing the stability that comes from those roots, the nourishment they provide.
So overlooking them isn't just unfair, it's potentially damaging.
That's what it suggests. It erodes the base, weakens trust, and could ultimately, risk the very fruit everyone's focused on.
And bringing it back to the hashtag RupeshDilSe and hashtag life experience tags.
Right. It reinforces that this isn't just some abstract idea. It feels like a lesson learned the hard way, perhaps, from lived experience where maybe that oversight had real consequences.
It definitely challenges how we often think about success, which tends to be very outcome-focused.
For sure.
So, thinking about this, for you listening, why is it so crucial, based on what this source says, for you to actively appreciate these unseen foundations?
In your own world.
Yeah, in your team at work, maybe a personal project, even within your family. What are those roots?
The quiet support, the consistent background work.
The things you might just take for granted because they aren't the shiny fruit.
It's asking us to shift our view of value, isn't it? Are we just looking at the harvest, or are we checking if the roots are healthy?
What's the real foundation of the success we see? Is it sustainable?
The source seems to imply that true strength, true resilience comes from that whole system, especially the hidden parts.
So boiling it down, the core message here from Rupesh Jain's reflections is pretty clear.
Yeah, success isn't only the visible stuff.
It's not just the fruit or the flower. It really depends fundamentally on that hidden support structure.
The roots, all that dedicated, often quiet effort happening underneath.
You can't have a healthy tree, let alone one that bears fruit, without healthy roots. It's that simple.
Makes perfect sense when you put it like that.
So the final thought to leave you with is this. What are the specific roots in your own life, your work, that maybe you've been overlooking?
And what could change? What might be different? If you really took the time, as this source urges, to properly value and appreciate them.
Something to dig into for sure.